All right, so I guess we're calling this General Ramblings with Phillip and Ed, and this will be on his website. Philip, do you want to tell us about your website?
It is philipdreyerduncan.com, and that is pretty much where you find out about my books or hear whatever random stupidity I'm up to.
Awesome. Everyone loves random stupidity. So what's new in your world?
Oh, not much. Getting ready to have a new book come out in
Awesome.
I don't know, a couple of weeks, I think. Pretty excited about that. It's called Assassins Incorporated. It's kind of a sci-fi thing about a guy who works for a giant assassins corporation, and yeah, he gets hired by his own company to kill himself. It's pretty fun. You should check it
Nice.
out.
Like sent
It'll
back in
be
time and kill himself, or does he like have to jump off a bridge or something? Can
no,
you tell us that?
he just inadvertently gets hired to kill himself, and then basically the story's kind of he's trying to figure out why while all of his friends are trying to kill him.
Gotcha.
It's pretty fun.
Awesome.
I
Sounds
laughed.
fun.
I think it's funny. I laughed a lot when I wrote it, so I don't know. I feel like if I'm laughing when I'm writing it, people will probably laugh when they're reading it. But then again, they could just think I'm an idiot. Who knows?
Who knows? I know how you feel though. Well, I don't know how you feel, but I wrote a letter into another podcast, and it was like it was like supposed to be really funny, and it was for their poo crime sections where they talk about the most horrible events that happen in bathrooms. Hilarious shit. So I made up a nice,
Literally.
uh, yeah. So I made up a nice crude one with used terms like when the logs splashed down and created a what I like to call the Oklahoma bidet, and after Lamaze breathings, I released the Hurricane Greenish Brown Betty, things like that. So I figured I was laughing my ass off while I was writing that, so they got to read it.
Did they?
Oh, not yet, not on the show. They're
Uh,
like weeks behind. They record weeks in advance, so I'm hoping next week.
all right, on. Very cool.
Hell yeah. So what have you been playing? Final Fantasy 14, you said?
I've been trying to play as much as I can. Yeah, I've got what is it? I got a gladiator. He's also a conjurer and a thermitage, but they're all pretty low level. Like I'm like level 20 because
That's cool.
I get 80 ED. I don't ever like move forward. I just like I started a new marauder the other day because three characters isn't too much already, or
Well, in
three
that game,
classes I should say.
right? Well, in that game, you don't need
I don't
multiple
even have a
characters.
damn chocobo yet.
Oh, you get that at 20 on your story quest. Like if you do your story quests,
I'm probably like two quests away from that. I need to go do it. In
didn't
fact,
you
I'm
get?
hanging up right now on a damn chocobo. See you later, Ed.
Oh, fuck that.
I started being an armorer. Can't talk today, and that's boring as hell.
It really
But
is.
it's really awful.
Right. That's one of those things I avoided. I've been doing botany. I'm like level 44 botany, and that's okay because like I can just sit there and vegetate watching TV on the laptop while randomly grinding in botany because you don't have to think about it. You just click buttons.
Oh yeah, I was totally doing my armor thing and watching old X-Men cartoons the other day, and it
Hell
was
yeah.
awesome.
Like the ones you used to have on VHS.
Yeah, yeah, the ones we used to watch. So for anybody listening, Ed and I have known each other for like 15 years. Like we've known each other since we were like 12, and we pretty much grew up in the same fanboy shit together. So
Indeed. You'd be
yeah,
like, well,
yeah,
I
that's
remember one
exactly what I was watching
specific
now.
time. I remember one specific time you were like, "Hey, you want to spend the night tonight?" And I was like, "No, it's Saturday night. The midnight run is on, and I'm gonna watch all the anime." And you're like, "Well, what the hell do you think I want to do?" I was like, "Oh, okay then."
Yeah, we used to like what I traded a bunch of Gundam toys to your brother for a giant sword,
Oh yeah,
like a real sword. Yeah, back in the day, Ed's actually the guy who got me into RPGs. Before Ed, I didn't even really play RPGs, but he got me hooked on Lunar, and that
such a
was
good game.
it's pretty amazing. So I've kind of been an RPG nerd ever since.
Well, I mean, you were predisposed to enjoy RPGs because if you walked into Philip's room back then and probably even now, from one
Yeah.
side of the room to the other, it was just books lined up, and they were like, fantasy, sci-fi novels. They weren't like historical reference books. They were these fantastical adventures. And he got me started on the Dark Tower series. He's like, "You've never read the Gunslinger? It's so badass." And then the Waylander trilogy by Gimel.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that was I was obsessed with that for years.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually just last year finished reading the last few Gimel novels I never finished, but I've read them all now. I still love
Mm,
the shit out of all those. Did you
right.
read that last trilogy he did? The one that he died writing?
No, I no.
Yeah, because you won't read anything except for Waylander.
No, not true. Oh,
So
not
true.
true. I read
I've been
all
trying
of
to get
the
him to read.
Stones of Power,
I've been
both
trying to
the
get him to read everything since we were like 12, and he's like, "No, nothing's as good as Waylander."
well, yeah, nothing is like your favorite's Dress. I'm just not a big Dress fan, but I've read Dress the Legend and Legend, or I guess
I
it's.
like, I don't know, John Chenot's up there too. I liked him quite a bit. The whole
See,
post-apocalyptic thing.
I dig John Chenot. I read the Stones of Power series, the Substrasi Stones or whatever they
Oh
were.
yeah, that's right. He was part of that. I always forget that. I always think it's just the first two, which are like old fantasy.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
like a creative reimagining of King Arthur.
yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
my room's still full of books. To this day, it's still piled. I mean, like I literally have a stack of books. I'm looking at it right now, like almost to the ceiling. I gotta, I gotta like, and then I've got, of course, I got boxes of my books, like piled up, and I've got my writing desk is like everybody's like, where do you write at? I'm like, I got a writing desk. It's like 3 feet long and like 2 feet wide. It's like got just enough room for laptops, like shoved over in the corner. It's where all
nice.
the magic happens. In the
Oh
dark
yeah,
little corner.
all the magic happens.
It's a magical, it's a magical place. Actually, the one good thing about it's like it's almost broken too, like it's gonna fall over at any time. Probably take my laptop with it, and I'll be out of commission for a while. But it the only good thing is it's only got enough room for my laptop. Like literally, I can't put anything else on there, so it cuts down on distractions.
Is it like facing the wall so you don't have to see anything else?
Uh, well, it depends what time of day it is. If I have it facing the wrong way, I usually have it facing like towards the wall, but then there's a window over there and it throws a glare. So sometimes I have to pick up the whole damn thing and move it.
Damn you, son! Hulk grab.
It's a very artsy. I'm a very artsy person, as you know. So artsy.
Artsy. That works. Oh
What
Jesus!
were
I
we talking?
listen.
How do we even get on this tangent? We were talking about something else.
I don't know, but tangents are fine. Where were we? X-Men. Like we
Uh,
originally started with X-Men, and
no,
then
well, no, we were talking about Final Fantasy 14.
oh yeah, wow, we did get on a
Yeah.
tangent.
Being
Final
an
Fantasy
armorer is
14.
boring as shit. Is I think what started the whole conversation.
You're right,
Because
because it's so boring you can't even talk about it.
I was doing that and watching X-Men cartoons, 1992 X-Men cartoon,
Nice.
which is a hell of a lot better than any of the movies they've made.
No shit. Me and my wife almost went to see the new one, Days of Future Past, the
Don't
other day.
bother.
Yeah, we almost did, and then we were on the way there, and then we were like, let's just go rent some movies and stay home. That way we don't have
This
to
is
wear
going to be
clothes.
subpar and disappointing.
Indeed.
Yeah,
I did
it
see New
was.
Godzilla though, and that was fucking awesome.
Was it? See, I
Oh
heard
yeah.
somebody told me it was terrible.
Yeah, well somebody was fucking wrong.
Yeah, no, Days of the Future Past was alright. It was just like all the other X-Men movies. It was okay, but pretty disappointing. I mean, Wolverine's the main character, and he has one fight scene in the whole damn movie. Come on, really?
Well, I mean, you can't really blame them. They did bleed a dead horse dry, you know. I don't know if that's an actual saying, but I think all the parts are there to make it.
I think something about beating a dead horse, but whatever.
Looking a dead horse in the mouth,
Licking a dead horse in the mouth. Yeah.
fucking a dead sheep in the ass. What?
Yeah, you might have something there. You might have just started a whole new phrase.
I've been trying. When I was growing up, my father I'd be like if he pulled out into traffic, I'd be like, watch out, there's cars, and he'd be like, hey. Who's fucking this sheep, me or you? So I've been saying that my whole life. My wife's always
My
like,
dad,
that's so crude. And then she
my,
said it one day. I was like, ha ha.
my dad always said whenever I'd get hurt, he'd always be like, "Ah, I've had worse on my dick," and you couldn't really cry anymore because I mean, for one, you're laughing, and two, like you pretty much, yeah, you just couldn't.
Right. How do you cry when someone's had worse than what you feel on his dick? Like when you lightly tink yourself, that's the worst feeling in the world. If you just broke your arm, but someone's like, "Oh, I had worse on my dick," it's like, how do you even bitch about that?
I remember the first time he said it to me too. My dog had ran out in front of me in the dirt road, and I was on my bike, and my dog come running out in front of me, and I slammed on my brakes and went end over end, and I had like gravel like embedded in both of my hands, and I was, you know, and here comes my dad. He's like, "Oh, quit it!" Grabs my hand and like starts picking rocks out of my, out of my flesh. Like, ah, ah. He's like, "I'll quit it. I've had worse on my dick." Oh, I'm not crying anymore.
It's like, okay then, at least you know. I remember one time my brother fell out of the back of my grandfather's pickup truck going down a gravel road. He
That
was
seems
like,
like something he would do.
yeah, I mean, we were both in the pickup truck, and that's back when you could drive and have kids in the back of the pickup, you know, when it was legal to raise children properly. But we were on our way out to shoot his guns. He had a bunch of guns, and I think I was in kindergarten, and my brother was in the second grade, and he gunned it, and we were sitting on the tailgate, and he just went rolling. It's like Beavis and Butthead when he falls off the back of a moving vehicle and he tumbles and rolls. Good stuff. He's like, now if you're gonna cry, you're not gonna get to shoot the guns, and that shut us up pretty quick.
Put an end to that.
Hmm.
Don't want to miss out on the chance to shoot the guns.
Oh no, he'd made us clean them for years before he let us shoot them, so we were just waiting. He'd go shoot them, and then he'd come home and be like, all right, you guys want to play with a gun? Clean this. First time I ever shot a 357, I was 5 years old. Talk about
Nice.
addiction. I think my nuts dropped right there.
I don't remember how old I was the first time I shot 357. I was probably pretty close to there though. I know the first time I shot a 12 gauge, I was I think 7. That was a it was an intense few minutes.
Oh, I bet.
I was shooting skeet, and yeah, man, I like my whole upper body was like bruised.
Hmm.
I think we got off on another tangent again.
Well, I think that's what this is.
Oh, all right. Well, we'll just go with it then.
I think this is the tangent cast. How would we even
Ed,
backtrack to where we were?
Ed, tell me about your rap career.
Oh, it's like you ever heard that song by Bad Company, Shooting Star? It was like that. Eddie was a schoolboy when he heard his first Bone song.
Oh, that's funny. So you gave up on it? What are you're not gonna
No,
rap on you're not gonna
I
rap on
do.
the podcast for us?
You want me to rap?
Yeah, you rap on the podcast for us, Ed. Everybody wants to hear it.
Oh boy.
You're on the spot now. If you don't do it, it'll be awkward for everyone. I mean, it's
Is
gonna
that
be awkward when you do it probably, but
just for me, but not for you for putting you off like that, right?
no, it's not. I'm probably the only person that it's not gonna be awkward for. It's gonna be awkward for you. It's gonna be awkward for the listener.
I guess so.
I'm gonna
But
enjoy
hey,
this
I,
thoroughly.
I could always go back and cut this shit out.
You could, but that would be terrible. Don't do that.
All right. Does it have to be my own verse?
Yeah, no, it's got to be original. In fact, we'd prefer what is it called? Freestyle. Do that.
Oh no. Uh,
Make up something right now
no,
off the top of your head.
Twisted. Twisted. ICP and Twisted.
Well,
One
I've
of their
never
things.
met them.
No, I have.
I
But
I
one
know
of
of
their
them.
things is they don't fucking freestyle. Ain't shit free. You know, they're not about to freestyle and look like shit, sound like Lil
That's
Wayne or
probably
some
because they
bullshit.
can't.
No, no, they can't. Like, that's okay because I can't either, and I wouldn't try. Like, that's not a skill that I have. But I can write some, horrible lyrics and act like any other white wannabe out there.
That's funny. I feel like you're stalling.
Oh
Just throw
yeah,
that out
most
there.
definitely.
I know your tactics, Ed. I've known you too long.
Oh, pshaw. Those tactics are just fine. Look, I've got a good 5 minutes stalling.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I was watching Red versus Blue, and one of
All
the
right.
characters was like, every time I get Sarge talking is another few seconds. We don't have to do anything. See? That was another 10 seconds. He's like, shut
Uh,
up. 1 second. Damn it. 2 more seconds. See?
so we'll let Ed stall out till the end. So if you're listening, if you want to hear Edward awkwardly rap for you, you're gonna have to wait till the end. So
All
Edward,
right.
which of my books have you read now?
I've read The Fistful of Thorns.
All right.
All right. And I have the short stories, and I have the Black Fedora. And I didn't read the one you sent me because I'd rather buy it off you. That's another douchey thing to say, but I'm not taking your work for free. Like, I'll pirate everyone else in the world, but I'm not pirating you.
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. So what did you like the most so far?
I love guns and
You
mercenaries.
you thought we
And
were gonna do this because you were gonna talk to me about my stuff, but I'm interviewing you now. So
oh no, that's fine.
all right. Which
People,
which story is your favorite so far?
A Fistful of Thorns. It's the
Yeah,
meatiest. Like the short stories are cool. I dig them, but it's hard for me to read a short story because I get into it, then I'm like, I want fucking more. That's it. And at least like with a general sized novel like a Fistful of Thorns, it's like I can read it, and then by the end, I'm ready to be done with it.
yeah. Me too. I was very ready to be done with that one, but
I bet that
I
was the hardest to write.
yeah. Well, yeah. Everything has its own like unique challenges, kind of. But that one was very. I mean, it's 100 and almost 160,000 words, so I
Mm,
was at it for a while. But that whole, the whole last battle scene, I wrote that whole thing in a day. Like I wrote like the last 15,000 words of that book in like a 2 day span.
well, it shows.
I'm not sure if that's a compliment or an insult.
It wasn't, but I'm just joking.
I'm getting ready to start the second one soon.
Yeah, I'm sure you've been saying that for a while.
I've been saying that for a while. Yeah, I really am now though. I'm really getting close. I've
So
got people yelling at me, cursing me. No one's
he's just
moved to
such a
threats
cool
yet.
character.
Well, of course he is. I based him off myself. He's got to be cool.
Oh yeah, yeah, half your size and whatnot.
Right.
But I can definitely I see a lot of you and your Missourian lifestyle in that book.
My Missourian lifestyle.
Yeah, like if you even wrote the word creek in there, I'm sure I would have read it as down at the creek.
I was down at the creek last night, actually. It
Oh
was
yeah.
pretty wild. Yeah, I had some friends call me up last night. They're like, "Hey, we want to go night fishing. Can we come down to your place?" And, yeah, come on down. Went down there and saw a spider and a moth have an epic battle. It was pretty fun to
Oh
watch.
man. Who won?
The moth got away,
Ah, where's your god now?
right? That spider jumped on it out of nowhere, but the moth fought its way free, took off. And then the moth started taunting it. It would like go land in the grass next to it,
Right.
take off again before the spider could get to it.
So you creek dwellers were just down there fishing. What were you like taking bets on it?
On what?
On the fight? Do you like
Oh,
weather around? Is this like cable to you guys out in the hills?
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, we don't get satellite or nothing out here.
Oh, yeah.
Out here.
I
No,
don't
they
know.
weren't
No,
supposed
I
to
wish I could live like that. I live in town, and I got children across the street, and I fucking hate that shit. Fucking hate them. They're always
Yeah,
like riding their bikes, and I'm like, I
my
feel like an
nearest
old man.
neighbor's
Like,
like
get off my yard.
my nearest neighbor's like I don't know, 500 yards away or something.
See, I could deal with that. I don't
Yeah,
like people. My
I'm pretty
first
sure
house,
pretty sure they don't like me, but we get kind of loud over here sometimes.
I'm pretty sure I wouldn't like that either.
Yeah, I don't know if he's a big fan of ours, but we have a lot of fun. That's all that matters.
And that's all that matters.
Yeah, I saw an otter last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I was
Thought I
at
heard
work.
an
I
otter.
was at work last night, and I patrol this field out in the middle of nowhere, this Shadow Moses style complex. And as I turned a corner, this little doe jumped out in front of my car or my truck and just looked at me. And I was like, what do you think this is? I'm always reminded of that joke. Is that a car or is this my lucky day? And that's two motorcycles. Like, what is that fucker thinking when he stops in front of the truck?
Probably, I imagine all they think is, hey, what's that? And is it
Right.
dangerous? I don't know, but I'm gonna stand here and stare at it.
It's growling. It's coming at me. It's coming right for us.
Yeah, then we saw a big ass snake down there. It's pretty good. The girls freaked out.
Yeah.
Of course, I mean, I guess I didn't have to point it out to them,
No,
but
yeah, you
I felt
did.
like I felt like the gentlemanly thing to do was like, hey, don't freak out, but there's a giant snake right by your feet right now.
Yes, that's the gentlemanly thing to do, but you know how women are.
It was pretty good. I actually got a couple pictures of him, but nothing too good. But it was a big old son of a bitch. I was impressed. I don't
Oh,
see
the
him that big.
snake? Okay.
Yeah. No, the girls.
I went to get out of my truck one night at work, and there's this big ass snake just laying on the ground. I guess it just shed because it looked like it was blind. And it was just laying on the ground outside of my door. I nearly stepped on the fucker, but about shit. Like I'm gonna blow this fucking thing's head off. But I
Yeah.
didn't.
So the the house and everything that's in that book, that's actually, yeah, I based it completely on my house.
I
So yeah,
imagined.
cheers for the Missourian lifestyle, I guess.
Yeah, when you go to Eureka Springs, I always think about when I went to you with you to Eureka Springs, and I always vision that hill, that downhill road with all the storefronts and like
Right, right, right.
stonework. I
Yeah,
saw a
Main
picture of
Street.
that on like your mom's Facebook the other day, and it took me back. I was like, I remember that road.
Yeah, my mom wrecked her car the other day.
Yeah, I read that too. I feel for her.
Yeah, yeah, it was pretty wild.
Bet.
Yeah. How's your mom, Ed?
Oh, she's fine. She's
Listeners,
proud of
are
you.
you enjoying this conversation talking about our moms? Use the comment section if there is one.
Oh
If
yeah,
there
I'm
is, I
sure.
just assume we don't care.
Well, I'm sure they can contact you. There's like a messaging on your website, so you'll
Yeah,
be able
very
to get
true.
comments and
There is.
feedback.
There is. You can actually contact me, and it will actually come directly to my email. I'm not sure if I should even say that because I get enough emails. But
Well, that's
yeah,
fine as
anybody.
long as you read the right one. So everybody, write in and tell Philip if your mom's missed me yet.
Yeah, cut me a line on my website. Let me know how your mom's doing. Appreciate that. Randomly jump on there.
Indeed.
But no, I do. I have a. There's a way to contact me on the website. Anybody can contact me anytime for whatever random reason you want. The randomer, the better.
Oh yeah, and we'll be setting them up a Skype voicemail one of these days, so you guys can drunk call him. We'll play it on the air here.
That actually would be really fun.
Oh
We need to
yeah, it
do
would.
that. I didn't even know that was a thing. Let's make that happen
Yeah, it's a
immediately.
thing. Be like, hey
So,
Phil, hey, F- Philly, Philly cheese pimp, what's up? I'm fucking drunk right now.
I guess I deserve it for writing something called the Moonshine Wizard, anyways, right?
Well, I mean, I think you deserve it for the lifestyle you lead. Yeah. But you can't deny it'd be funny as all hell.
I don't know what you're talking about. I lead a very well behaved lifestyle.
Well, that's what I'm getting at,
I'm
sir.
I'm
You
pretty
gotta
much a
cut loose somehow. You gotta live vicariously through other people.
I'm pretty much a stalker mom. That's that's my lifestyle.
Yeah, I pretty much a soccer mom once. What does that mean? Well, I pretty much did things to her.
Uh, it's pretty good actually. Yeah. I don't know if you guys can hear my phone going off this whole time, but
I can't hear anything.
those
You're fine.
those annoying beeps throughout the entire podcast, that's just my phone.
Yeah. You've never done any fucking shit like this before, don't you know? You do panels and shit with your phone on? Come
I
on
totally do, actually. I totally do. I don't care. Like,
now.
if somebody interesting calls me while I'm on a panel, I'll answer it. It just depends.
Right? That's material.
Right, it's material. But if nobody cares about what I have to say, anyways, if I can just make them laugh, everybody's happy.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
That's not true. Actually, I've actually had a chance to be in some pretty decent panels with some pretty cool people.
Right.
Uh,
It's not true. You've been on some pretty serious ones because, well, you're just not funny. That's the brass tacks of it. No,
that's what
I'm
it comes
joking.
down to.
I feel
Hey,
like this has sort of turned into a stab back issue, which
it's like a
it's fine with me as long as it's not offending you. And I hope your fans
it's
don't
like a
try to storm the gates of my house and kill me.
no. Until I write, you don't have to worry about that until I write a second Moonshine Wizard book. Until I do that, everybody's on board with you. Like I'm like one step away from receiving death threats at this point.
Well, if you haven't received them, they've still been talked about. If anyone
So,
needs to contact me, though, I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy with a pig farm.
all I'm saying is, if you kill me, you definitely aren't getting the next Moonshine Wizard book.
Nah, ghostwrite it.
Unless it's in pre-production, and then it's
No, I'll
pretty much out of
ghostwrite
my
the whole
hands.
thing as you, pretending I'm you, right? I'll write the whole
There you
thing.
go.
I will
I like
fuck
it.
it up. I will destroy that legacy.
That's all right. I'll be dead. It's cool. In the
Right.
scenario. So if you
Right. That's why I say fuck recycling. I'm gonna be dead anyway.
so if any of you if anybody's from Oklahoma, I'm gonna be there. What is it, like 3 weeks from now? The
So
27th, I think, for SoonerCon, and you don't want to miss that. I mean, not for me, but you don't want to miss it because it's going to be awesome. There's going to be some good people there. In fact, if you do go, look for the panels with Selena Rosen on them, and you'll have the best time ever. Yeah,
did you leave the oven on?
I totally did.
Oh, you douchebag! Don't you know power costs?
I do.
You author
I feel
types,
like
you just
that's
think you can waste
I
all the
feel like
money
that's
and
not getting edited out either, is it?
it is not. No. Do you think your fans would want that edited out?
I think I do.
Well,
I
I think
almost
I
burned down
don't.
my house.
Hmm?
Appreciate that, Ed. Appreciate that. Oh, hey,
Anytime.
something else, by the way. There's a free giveaway right now for one of my books.
Ooh, I noticed that.
Yeah, did you sign up?
No, not yet. I've been trying to do this podcast thing.
Oh, you should go. You should go sign up because I don't even have a copy of that one yet.
Oh yeah? What kind of shit is that?
I know, right? I'm in the process of getting some ordered right now.
Well, see, you could just like print off the manuscript and be like collector's edition, motherfucker.
Yeah, but it's an anthology, so the only one I've got's my story.
Mm.
But I feel like that's the one I like the most.
Well, of course. That's probably the one I'll like the most. At least as far as you know.
Because that's my policy on writing, and I think every writer should adopt that policy. Just write the stuff that you want to read. If you can enjoy it yourself, the rest will take care of it.
Mm. As cliche as that sounds, it's so true.
Very much so. I enjoy. Well, actually, I kind of like beat up on myself. Like when I haven't read one of my books in a while, I'm like, it's not very good. And then I read it, and I'm like, that's fucking amazing. I hope there aren't any children listening to this.
Well, if they are, they're your fans. They know what the fuck to expect.
Right, right, right. Very true. Very true.
Indeed.
You know, my grandma's read all my books.
Oh yeah?
That's awkward, right? Like when I was getting ready to finish the Moonshine, like when I was like almost getting ready, we were almost ready to the publishing point with the Moonshine Wizard. It like just dawned on me one day. I was like, my grandma's gonna read this. It's terrifying. It's a terrifying feeling. But
That
she
book
read it. She loves
itself
it. She's like
is
my
not
biggest fan.
scary.
Grandma reads everything.
Right, of course. She tells all her friends at the hair salon.
So, so
She's
Moonshine
probably got
Wizard came
friends with
out.
granddaughters that are like, well, little Andrea has nobody. I should hook them up. Your grandma's probably like, oh, that's a swell idea.
So Moonshine Wizard comes out. My grandma reads it like right out the gate, right? And then I get this really nice letter from her, and it's like a 3-page letter. And the first paragraph is her telling me how much she liked my book and stuff. The next 3 pages are about Jesus,
Well, you need it.
and And yeah,
For a satanic piece of drivel, that was really well written, and I love you.
thank you, Grandma. Yeah, so SoonerCon, Ed, you're going, right?
I sure hope to. I'm gonna try to switch with somebody so I can get Saturday off at least,
Oh yeah, yeah.
or Sunday or something like that.
Are you scheduled to work all 3 of those days?
I work 3 days a week, and it's the cushest job in the world, but it's only 3 days a week. So I can't really bitch or ask for time off, you know? It's
So
sort
what
of like
day do you have to work? Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Saturday, Sunday, Monday, but I can switch with another person.
Oh
Like
yeah,
I'm
get
off
the
of,
Saturday. Shoot for the
I'm,
Saturday.
yeah, you think so?
Yeah, because usually, depending on the convention, usually on Sunday it's starting to die down and like people are starting to pack up and get out of there pretty early. Like I'm sure we will because we'll have a long drive back and everything.
Gotcha. So like Saturday night's when the party's gonna be.
Usually, yeah, usually Saturday is the big day. Like Friday, everybody's just kind of setting up, and then Friday, I mean, there's always panels and stuff, and there's usually some fun on Friday night, but usually Saturday, beginning to end, is the biggest day of every convention.
Right. I haven't
Usually,
been to a convention. When I was really young, I went to a comic book convention in the city, but other than that, I just hate people. Crowds give me gas.
and
That's why I work nights.
it's like fanboy heaven.
I know, but
It's like literally a place where every person you meet is probably into the same shit you're into.
I hate those people.
Isn't that who you make podcasts for?
They hate me too. It's a two-way street, and I'm okay with that. No, but I don't like to get out and about. So the fact that I am going to switch a day and try to make it my damnedest, I'm sure my wife's even going to be shocked and probably a little pissed. She's going to be like, wait, wait. When I wanted you to take a Saturday off, it was, oh no, I can't do that. But this guy that you haven't seen in a decade shows up out of nowhere and you're just rolling out the red carpet. I don't fucking think so.
Well, I appreciate it.
It'll be
I
fine.
do.
She thinks I need more friends anyway. She's always like, I wish you would go do something. I need a day off.
Ed's always had like three, maybe four friends tops that he actually wanted to be. He has more friends, but just not any he wanted to be around. When we were in school, he would get so mad at me, be like, "Are we really gonna go hang out with all these people? Are you really making me go to hang out with all these people?" I'm like, "Yep, you're gonna have a social life. I don't want to maybe sitting in a dark corner. Come on, Ed."
I'm not so much like that anymore. Looking back, I realize how douchebaggery that is, and I feel bad about all the years I spent persecuting other people for no reason, simply because I didn't like them. I feel kind of bad about that. So,
We
like,
still had a lot of fun back then.
yeah, I mean, it was still fun, but I could have made things easier, I'm sure. But this self-recrimination is not really going to do anything for me. So at the 10-year high school reunion, I'm going to throw a fucking party.
I
I'm
wonder
going to
if I'll
make
get
up for
invited to
that shit.
your guys' 10-year graduation.
Probably not by the school, but I'm sure like
I
somebody
should
will
show
get a
up.
hold of you. Well, yeah, you'll come as a guest.
I
My
feel like
wife.
I should.
I
You
mean, I'll just
put me in a
smuggle you in like a suitcase,
you can put me in a baby stroller or something.
right?
Back whenever I was in actually
I'd
back
be
before I even
pissed.
knew you
Like,
back.
did you just shit yourself? You'd be like, yeah.
I'm a baby. Where's the drinks at?
I heard this was an open bar. The only baby in the world that spits chew.
Yeah, I'm a giant baby. Get me a beer. I need my baba. I actually did smuggle a kid into a back before I even knew you, Ed. Back whenever I lived in Arkansas, we were going to a Renaissance fair at school one time, and my friend Neil, uh, he lost his permission slip or something. So we were all getting ready to load up on the buses. We're all in our little costumes and stuff, and they're like, "Well, Neil, you can't go because you don't have you don't have a signed permission slip." So me and my friend, whose name I'm not even gonna say because he's a cop now, we took this kid and we snuck to the back of the bus, like one of the back buses where nobody was really looking. And we kicked open the back door, and I guess they didn't have buzzers on them back then. I don't know. But we pulled him in through the back and put him underneath our seat and hauled him to the Renaissance Fair. We got through the whole day too before he ever got caught. Like it was when we were getting back on the buses that one of his teachers was like, "Hey, wait a second, you're not supposed to be here. You don't have a permission slip."
Hmm.
He didn't. He got
Too
in all
late
kinds of
now.
trouble, but he didn't sell us out. We didn't go down with him.
Oh, that's good.
I was already in trouble for something else. I threw a quarter at a beggar because it was a Renaissance fair, so they had beggars, and I threw a quarter at him, and it bounced off a wooden thing, like came back, hit some girl in the face. So I was already in enough trouble as it was.
You little badass kids, man. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it to SoonerCon. You staying at a hotel down there?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you which one off the top of my head though. I'll get it to you though. I'm staying at the one. I'm staying at the hotel with the conventions at. Should
Make
be
things
Midwest
easier.
City, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, that
So I
sounds
don't know
right.
if you've heard, but the bridge between Purcell and Lex is broken.
I heard something about that. Yeah.
It's been down for like 16 weeks. And the 89ers Day Carnival came to town in Lexington, and they like closed up early. It was dead. It was just so dead. They'll
Well,
probably
yeah.
never
I
be back.
mean, yeah, you have to like. I don't. How far around do you have to go to get back across the river?
You have to go up to Norman and then come back down across Norman, then come down
So,
77.
so these two towns that are literally 1 mile apart, separated by a 1 mile bridge, it now takes 45 minutes to get to.
45 minutes one way.
That's funny.
Yeah. They have shuttle buses because like people started losing their jobs because they couldn't get over because Lexington relies on Purcell. There's no jobs or work in Lexington. It's
Right,
like
right. There's pretty much nothing there.
yeah, have you ever seen for the listeners, have you ever seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre the original? Like there's a reason they turned cannibalism and it's because there was no jobs. You know, everything got shut down with the interstate and that's sort
That's
of what
not fair.
happened.
That's not fair, Ed. There's a giant prison there.
Oh yeah. Dude, my brother works at the prison now and he's making a decent living there.
Good for him.
Oh yeah, he works in the kitchen. He loves it. Like if he catches prisoners trying to steal food back to their cells, he makes them watch while he dumps it into the trash. Like if they had a yearbook at that
You're
prison, he
telling
would.
me that your brother is gonna get shanked one of these days.
I was just about to say, uh, if they make a yearbook at that prison, he's most likely to get shanked.
It's pretty funny.
You bet it is. Man, he makes bank. He makes more than I do, and I thought I was doing pretty good.
So Ed,
He has a
Final
son
Fantasy,
now,
Final
actually.
Fantasy 14.
I feel like we've talked about that.
Yeah, I'm just circling back around because I just wanted to throw out there, and you'll probably get mad. The game pisses me off really bad.
Does it?
It's fun, but holy crap!
What
Could their
pisses you
target
off about it?
could their targeting system be any worse?
What are you? You're a gladiator? It's
Yeah.
easy. You just need to get
Yeah, I mean,
used
but
to it.
like if you get your target off of if you're not focused on the target you want and you hit like your D-pad over or whatever, it'll like pick the furthest thing away from you.
You scroll. You just press the D-pad twice.
It annoys me to no end. I'm
When you're
like
on the
sitting there getting
PS4, you can use the
yeah,
fingerprint thing as a mouse, which is slow as fuck.
the touchpad.
You're
Yeah,
when you're like DPS is what you are, right? You're a gladiator. No, that's a
yeah.
tank.
It is a tank. El Tanque Grande.
El tanque grande. You may call me El Eduardo. El grande malaculo. Sorry,
Actually, if
sorry
you
about that.
if you get a chance to play with me every time I attack something, I always throw the shield first. I'm always like America.
America. We'll never play together unless you switch to Leviathan.
I don't know which one I'm on.
Well, you need to figure it the fuck out.
Can I switch? Can I bring my character over there? Cause
I believe you can. I think you get a chance to do that, but you need to be on the Leviathan because I got a max level character and an awesome guild that I can bring you into.
all right, on. I don't even know what to do with the guild.
No, it's fine. You don't have to do anything with them, but if like it gives you a chat box, like you get to chat with the same people, so you get to get comfortable with these people and like, oh, what do I do here? They're like, oh, this is how you do it. Come with me. Here's some money. Take this.
I don't really. I don't know if I want to get comfortable with people. I don't know what that
Don't say
means.
no.
It, I
It
don't I don't
doesn't
know what
mean
that means,
anything.
and
It
it kind of
doesn't mean
it kind of
anything,
disturbs
okay?
me.
Look,
Like how comfortable? I mean, am I gonna get comfortable enough with them that they're like, "Hey, we've been fishing buddies for a long time."
no, no, no. No, but if you say,
Would it,
hey guys, they're going to be like, oh, hey, whatever the fuck your character's name is. It's not like they're going to be like, hey, Philip, I was at your house earlier and knocking on the door, but you seemed like you were hiding in the closet because I freaked you the fuck out. It's not going to be anything like that.
Also, you need to write that second Moonshine Wizard book.
Right? No, it's nothing like that. But you know how, like, it's an MMO, so the whole point is to be able to interact with people. If you're
Right,
not in a
right.
guild, you just like shout to the entire server, and you get a shit ton of douchebags. Like
Oh yeah,
there's so
no,
many douchebags. So it's nice to just
I'm
have like
totally
a.
one of them.
I bet you are.
I mostly just run around, kill things, and try to figure out what the hell I'm doing.
Well, see, if you got on there with me, I could teach you. I could like
I played
power
with my
level you.
friend
Now,
Jason, the one we played Mass Effect with.
well, he needs to switch too.
He switched to Leviathan. So he's
I could
actually
power.
pretty good. He's got a chocobo named Fenton. Gives me healing all the time.
You played Final Fantasy VI, right?
I did.
I have
Yes.
Magitech armor for a mount.
Really?
Oh yeah,
That's
it's
cool.
badass. It's like half the size of the screen.
Yeah, I liked Final Fantasy VI. That was a good one. I liked it quite a
Uh,
bit, actually.
My chocobo is named Cornelius J. Pupperdew.
I
That's
would
like
tell
J.
listeners to
K.
add me if they play that game, but I don't even know. I don't even know what my ID is off the top of my head.
You need to figure that out. I sent you mine.
It might be Ryder Phil.
I wonder if we can voice chat via PS4 if we're in like a party, if it even
We
has
can.
party. Can we?
Yeah, yeah. That's how me and my friend. Oh, there goes my phone again. Just never shutting up ever. Just,
So that's cool because like Final Fantasy 14 doesn't have chat system built in, so we mostly use Mumble, which is a hassle.
well, you playing it? You're playing it on PS4 now, right?
Yeah, I have it on PC, but my PC is not the
Oh,
greatest.
oh, oh.
So when I want to play, like actually be able to do stuff, it's on the PS4. But if
Yeah, I
I'm
was gonna
like,
say they have the chat option on the PS4. We can
no,
talk over that.
you can talk with other people you know, right? You can't like talk with the server itself or
Oh, right, right. No, yeah, but I don't really care.
do you use voice chat with your PS4? Do you use like voice commands?
No, is that a thing? Can you do that?
If you have your little headphones stuck in, like you
Yeah.
can. So I'll just like leave it plugged in and I'll be like, PlayStation, start Final Fantasy 14. It'll start Final Fantasy 14.
Really? I didn't even know that
Yeah.
was a thing. I knew they did that with Xbox. I didn't even know PS4 had that.
They just added it with their latest firmware. But yeah. Oh,
Phone.
dude, last night I was listening to the Rooster Teeth podcast, one of the old episodes, and you know how Xbox, uh, it's got the voice commands, and you can shut the Xbox off with voice commands. Well, they do a live taping of their podcast via Xbox One. So like they would randomly while they were talking be like Xbox off, and they would get bitching because like people's Xboxes would shut off on them.
Yeah, I watched a video of some dude playing Call of Duty and he named his account Xbox Shut Off or whatever. So every time somebody was like, "Oh, damn it, I just got killed by Xbox Shut Off," you'd hear him like screaming or whatever. It was pretty funny. It's pretty good.
That's
Like
hilarious.
he was
What a
like going over
dick.
there, just like he was like going to his own teammates and like getting right in front of them and like doing the little melee attack on their faces and stuff. And they're like, "What are you doing? Quit it! Quit it, Xbox Shut Off! Oh, damn it, damn it!"
Well, is there anything you want to say before we get off here? I gotta get ready
Um,
for work.
Go buy my damn books. I need
Yeah,
it. I'm poor. I'm
clearly.
doing terrible over here.
Right.
Uh, no, but yeah, I've got the new book coming out, Assassins Incorporated. It's pretty damn funny. It's a good book. You should grab it when it comes out. A couple weeks. Follow me on Facebook. Go to the site. Send me a message. I don't care what it's about. I'll respond, and it will really be me. And there's a free giveaway for one of my books on Facebook. Or actually, it's for Goodreads, but you can find the link on my Facebook.
Awesome. So, do we plan on doing this more often? Maybe a once a month thing for your site?
Sure. Yeah, I'm down for whatever.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to edit all this talking we're doing right now out, but I'm going to save it, rip it from the YouTube video, and I'll edit it, and then I'll send it to you via like email, or I'll put it on a SoundCloud and give you the link for it, so you can just add the link to your site.
Right on. So will it be like a YouTube video then?
Well, it can be if you want your fans
Probably
to
the
see
easiest way.
this. Well, yeah, but it won't be edited or anything. It'll pretty much just be straight this, and it's
Oh,
gonna show
well, I
like
want the edited version.
Gotcha. Well, I ain't taking shit out. I don't know what you think editing is gonna do. Hell, now that I said that, I probably won't even edit this because that shit's funny.
Whatever. I don't care.
Whatever. All right. Well, thank you. This was awesome.
Thank
Can't
you,
wait to
Edward.
get you on the Final Fantasy fan cast. We call it Knights of the Round Table Discussions with the Final Fantasy fan page on Facebook. We have 10,000 likes now, which is awesome. Because when we did
Wow,
the first podcast, it had just hit 8,000, and I thought that was amazing.
that's pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
Very good.
But once we get you on there, we'll have you opened up to a bunch of these Final Fantasy nerds.
Yeah,
Like, oh, he
yeah.
writes a book. I got some money to spend. Because, people waste money.
I'm like the least knowledgeable Final Fantasy fan there is, but I'm in.
Well, now you get to. It's not like a serious thing. It's not
I'll
like,
get to bitch about armoring.
oh, yeah.
I don't like whatever anybody else is talking about. I'm just gonna be like, have you tried to do the armoring? Holy crap, that is boring.
Yeah.
One
Armoring.
time I was playing Lunar.
You remember when we raced to finish Lunar Legend?
Oh yeah,
I think
that
you
was.
lied about that. You were like, I beat it today. It was like 2 hours before I beat it.
I didn't lie. There's no lying.
I got in so much trouble. I was playing that at work, and my boss was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Look, I'm in a race."
This is important.
MSN Messenger. Yeah, I'm definitely leaving this shit in. All
Are you?
right then. Oh yeah, of course.
All right, man. Well, it's good talking to you.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right, I'll holler at you later.
All right. Bye.
Bye.